For section 4.1, problems numbers 83 through 88, we're supposed to find each value using the graph. So for problem number 83, we're supposed to find the F inverse of 4. Okay, and so on this graph, I drew the original equation in dark pink right down here. And then I also drew the line y equals x as a sort of line of symmetry. And then I drew the inverse of the original equation in light pink all the way up here. And so when we're finding the inverse of 4, we're going to look at what the y value is, because when you look at the inverse, you interchange the x and the y values. So here, when x equals 4, on the inverse graph, y is also going to equal 4. But when, in number 84, when x equals 2, on the inverse graph, y is going to be 3. And that's going to be our answer, because that is the y value at that point on the inverse graph. Okay, so number 85, the inverse of 0 down here, the y value is going to be 2. And then for number 86, the inverse of negative 2 is going to be 0, because y intersects the origin right there in the inverse graph. And then number 87, at negative 3, y is going to be negative 2 on the inverse graph, and the graphs both intersect again at negative 4, and so negative 4 is going to be the inverse of negative 4 in number 88.